What is going on, everybody? We're back on at One Piece episode 410. Before we get into it, there was one chunk of questions I missed from Patreon for Noah that I didn't get in the Marineford arc review discussion. So I wanted to go over those real quick, and then we'll get into 510. 510 looks to be like a mix of like canon slash filler, so hopefully it's not too bad. But he had 5 questions here. Top 10 strongest characters. I don't know if I can't put any of them in order. Simply because I don't know anybody's feats, number one. Like who they've beaten. Strong, I have a list of like Luffy's feats. We've seen them hand by hand, person by person. But as far as like who Whitebeard's defeated, who Garp has defeated, who Kizaru, what kind of like I don't know. But if I guess just from kind of like what people tell me in the comments / what I gauge, again, I don't know how to order them. I would assume in their prime, just from kind of how it's been built up, I guess Whitebeard would probably be 1 or Garp would be 2, or maybe they're flip-flop, put them in whatever order. I don't know what Garp's Devil's Fruit is. I'm assuming he has one, maybe he doesn't. But everybody we saw, in no particular order, of course Whitebeard, of course Garp. Oh god, it's actually hard to tell. You would think that you would put all 3 admirals in there, right? So that gets us to 5 already. I guess out of respect for just his status, I put Goku in there. One makes me think to say Mihawk, but again, don't know what he's ever done. If you want to say Shanks is included in this arc, I guess go ahead and say Shanks as well, because he, I guess, did show up in the end. So that gets us to 8. I'm not gonna put any of their vice captains, vice presidents in there. Like, I guess honorable mentions could be for Marco, or could be for whoever's Shanks' second in command is, but I probably wouldn't put that. So we're sitting at 8, right? You know, default to, you know, maybe there's crocodiles, or maybe there's Kuma, Doflamingo, but again, there's so little of them that I've gotten on screen. I mean, aside from Crocodile, we've kind of seen him throw hands. I guess that I would maybe go Blackbeard's got to be in there. Now, are we saying it's hard to say like Blackbeard before getting the fruit or after getting the double up fruit. I'd put him in there, so that gets us to 9. Who would we give that 10th spot to? Honestly, I probably would give it to Marco. I'd give that 10th spot to Marco, all things considered. So that's kind of, I might be forgetting some characters there. Like maybe Jinbei should be put higher up, or Jinbei should be included, but then maybe he shouldn't be. It's kind of hard to tell. Vista, honorable mention, but maybe I'm overestimating Vista just because he threw hands a little bit with Mihawk. I don't know. But that's kind of like the rough 10, I would assume. I wouldn't suspect anybody else's would be far off. But you guys might be able to be like laugh at some of my choices because you know how strong some of them are or not. But again, that's only of the information I can go off of. Number 2, any thoughts on the potential future roles of Crocodile, Okaji, and maybe how Smoker and Kobe's roles might differ? Yeah, I put them in the status of kind of like where Okaji and maybe Saul have been, to where like in Kobe as well. They don't associate themselves with pirates because pirates are out here raping and reaving and stealing and all this type of shit. But they also know that the Marines aren't clean and the world government isn't clean in this either. But they're picking a side that like could be the right side, could be justice, could be, and they will even try to do things differently a little bit. They at least, we see Smoker asking questions and Okaji asking questions and Kobe asking, like we see the wheels turning, and I can see them wanting to do things, or they won't do things because that's against them. I wish we could say the same for that piece of shit, Garp. Garp is so strong and in a position of power, and he just lets these things go by and does nothing. Now, again, you could say, what can Garp do? They'll just kill him if he tries. Well, shit, at least he could be like a Saul and die trying to make things better. Crocodile, I'm curious if he plays a part in the story, and it's like, what's his big secret? Is he Luffy's mother? There's just all types of nonsense with that. But like the Okajis, the Smokers, and the Kobes, I feel like they want to make a better Marines, a better world government. Maybe you could even call them, but then it's like, if you're in that, then why don't you just go to the revolutionary side? That way you're not a dirty Marine that has to do their dealings with celestial dragons and the world government, and you don't have to associate you like Garp. But you're also not a pirate doing what they do. Maybe you just go to the revolution side. But maybe they figure, hey, if I can get in here, I can make it better. So we'll see. But that's where I think with that. Ace's decision turning back and confronting Akainu gets memed on, in my opinion, way too much. What are your thoughts in regards? I mean, I think it is his fault that he died. Now, could the plot have him die either way? Sure. I almost wish they would have. I get it a little bit more now that I've seen the Kid flashback with Kid Ace, Kid Luffy, Kid Sabo on just Ace's temper, quick trigger, always wanting to fight, always got to take offense to this comment and that comment and this, and like there's some darkness in him. Like, I will never get over that image that they showed of him like pushing Luffy off that bridge and like looking at him like, oh, I just killed him, like gladly. You know, I don't know if that was shown purposely to give that effect. But we see how much he cares and everything, but he just can't let that Roger disrespect go, that Whitebeard disrespect go. He just can't let it go, and it cost him his life. Now, granted, the story could have shown it a different way, and maybe Akainu was hunting them down, and he's about to kill Luffy, and he jumps in front. Kind of like what we had happen here, but they would have never been in that situation. But I do blame it on Ace. I blame his death on himself for how he died in that instant. Had he died regardless, it just kind of is what it is. But the man couldn't control his temper. It got him in multiple fights, and it got him killed. And it's going to scar his brother for the rest of his life. But we know, I mean, it's so wild too, because when he was shown, honestly, you never got that from him at all. And that's why it's hard to resonate with like Ace's death. Is he came off of this cool, strong character that didn't really have a care in the world, and we saw his early interactions in Alabasta and him like holding up a level of justice to go hunt down Blackbeard, that you never got like this trigger happy, emotional, until we saw it there, like leading up to his execution in those little bit of flashbacks, and then in the Kid flashback of like, dang, he's very easily like roped in. Never really got that when we would get him up before those moments. But any hopes for the potential One Piece remake? But oh well, any specific scenes you would have done differently, or specific scenes that you would want them to go all out? It's kind of tough because some of the matchups got handled so easily that it's hard to tell, like, even if this was redone, like, how would it go? Like, I would have liked to have seen like Jinbei and Mihawk actually go at it, but it just ended up being like a 2-tap. So it's like maybe Jinbei is that weak compared to Mihawk that like to even sit there and flesh out an actual fight is just pointless because Jinbei just can't handle it. I would like to see maybe what like a newer animation style could do with like Whitebeard's quaking effect. I feel like they could really get crazy with that animation wise if they wanted to, depending how far they want to take it. I feel like the Akainu raining down, I feel like all the Logia like elementals reanimated could look really, really crazy depending like how hard they want to go with it. I'm curious just how the adaptation comes out. Do we have a release date for that, or what's up with that? But like honestly, any scene that was decently animated that looked pretty good, you'd want to see done again. I can't remember anything during the arc that was bad that I was like, oh, I just hope they redo that. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And I think if you want an up-to-date top 5/10 arc and character list, I'm trying to think, were there any characters that really resonated with me through that? That's like, okay, get rid of strongest. Like, who would you just put as like some of your favorite? Zoro's still in there, arc or not. Whitebeard goes into that for sure. And then who else would I have top 5 with it? Just overall characters, like power and everything removed from it. I mean, it's kind of hard to not like Jinbei for the most part, but is he just vaulted to top 5? I mean, he did a lot. Probably those 3. I'm torn on Garp because I feel like I liked him, but this arc made me dislike him a lot. I don't know. I'd have to think about a top 5. top 10. But let's go ahead and get into this though and see what we got. Oh, they're really, what are we doing? We never got why we're doing this. Is it not still just a shit show in there right now? Is it not like in ruins and everything? Like they're rebuilding in there. It hasn't even been that long. We never got confirmation on why Rayleigh wants us to go back in here. I'm still waiting on that. Of course, I guess this is where the filler part comes in. Oh my god. Raccoon. See, I respect Chopper. I respect Brook for handling their situations. Luckily he was given. So are we saying Law is a better doctor than Chopper at this moment? Well, he's a surgeon. Is Chopper performing any surgery, or is he just kind of like patching your ass up? I don't know. But I respect Chopper. I respect Brook. Yes, they got crazy news, but they didn't just freak out and cause a scene and be a complete piece of shit to everybody around them. Like, they were already in situations that they had to deal with. Naomi just causing a complete scene. So, what can we do? Hopefully you got some of that secret cream on you, right? You could. They keep calling him a raccoon, and he hasn't corrected them. Curious if Chopper will eventually come back here or not. How's he getting? Y'all got a boat? Or is he gonna fly on one of the birds? Flying on one of the birds would be ideal. The fuck did you pull this giant cotton candy from me? Y'all got a Six Flags over there or something? He's got that thing strapped to his back like it's Guts' sword. How are you getting over there? Yeah, what the fuck? We're asking the important questions. How are you getting out of here, Chopper? I was about to say, can one of you give me some flight? Thank you. That's the only logical way. Yeah. Literally the only... Do we know what direction... So he got his boat. Do you know where you're going? Oh, shit. Man entered the Gulf Stream. What happened to his cotton candy? That shit's gone. Man's got a devil's fruit. You better catch him, I was about to say. What the fuck is up with these news cues, bro? Why are you delivering to us in the middle of the air? Why are you even looking for us? This is breaking news. Luffy has re-entered Marineford. That got out there already? What the fuck is going on? Us as the viewer has been given no explanation on why Rayleigh thinks we should go back there. And we're like in the enemy territory. So like, who's to say we can even get back out? Unless Rayleigh's really feeling himself. I don't know. All will be revealed, I'm sure. Now we're back to this depressing setting with Robin. Mm-hmm. Animation looked so much better here. I say one part that they were slacking on is every time we'd go to Robin, they'd have those really weak animation. This looks so much cleaner. The lines and the faces and the hands look so much better. That looks actually pretty great. Can't stay here forever. Hopefully she can go out there and see the world now. I'm curious if we ever, if everybody runs back into their locations and people again. Chopper saying he'll be back and tell people about the island he's been to. Girls asking if they're ever going to see each other again. Is Frankie ever going to go have super flavored tea with the boy and the old man? I don't know. Bro, if Frankie even gets out of there, I think he just nuked the whole island. They might all be dead. Well, they've been looking for her. They don't happen to have their hands on any poneglyphs, do they? I bet you they do 100%. I bet you they have their hands on some things that she needs to decipher. She actually does need to go into hiding. Please come with us. She won't do it first. Golly. That I need to see. I wouldn't... I'm sure they have stuff that she could decipher. You remember, they mean the members of the pirates that are no longer together at the moment? What's up with all their animal headpieces over there? He's got a pig hat. That man's got a little mouse hat. You know why we need you. What? They didn't say it, and these dudes are riding rhinos. What's in the paper? Did such a thing? What? Don't you dare let Robin see the news, freak out, and then you cut me to somebody else. And put the dramatic eyes like they do in One Piece. They love doing that shit. It's rare to get Robin riled up, though. She had her arc where she was emotional as shit, but before that and post that, she doesn't get triggered. Nothing triggers. I just can't believe they've got these endangered white rhinos over here. Who are we going to next? Are we halfway? Yeah, we are. Alright. I'm curious. So everybody's kind of like abandoning, not abandoning, but leaving their locations to go link back up because they've gotten the news about Luffy and what happened and his brother. Zoro is in a very, very unique scenario where he's trying to become the greatest swordsman. Mihawk is the mountaintop that he's currently climbing to. If he says stay here, train, do you think he would stay? I'd like to say he wouldn't, but I think he might. I hate everything about this location. I wish we need Ivankov to show up. Perfect. What the hell are these shells that keep washing up here? Yeah, I need to get out of here. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be great. Oh, she changed. I was curious which appearance they were going to go with. He said, I almost fell for it. Zoro, fucking Zoro. Sanji's got to be the worst, right? Why is Ivankov 9'7"? No. Okay. I thought we were gonna get turned into a woman. Oh. Bro, reuse that shot one more time. Don't know him. The king of snipers, my god. He said, Okay. Just say that that's you. Can we cut the episode burning time here and just say that it's you? Sanji's always so dramatic as hell. We're just burning time. We need to get to the important questions here. It's you, bro. It's you. Keep it moving. Thank you. They're making, both of them are making this so difficult. Okay. Yes, go ahead and fill us in. But can we get the current information? Well, just hit the water, bro. Just hit the water. Just get out of there. Dress him up. This is gonna be a mess. Him trying to get out of here. This is not getting resolved this episode. Man. You don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke. We're really doing this. We just faced 10 times worse than this. I feel sorry that he's getting played with. I was about to say. Just go ahead and just death wink his ass and get it over with. Why are they making him walk? His walk sound like he's a transformer. Is he really about to come out bald? I know that death wink fucked him up. That death wink was canceling out Mihawk sword strokes, bro. Yeah. Problem is, I think he does that to Luffy too. Everybody's knowing why they're going back, but we're not getting the info. Wasn't he a boy? Oh shit. Oh shit. Where are they located? Maybe that's a secret. Look at the transponder. There he is. Is that the third Hokage? Mm-hmm. Kuma. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so wild. They knew of each other in that moment. What the hell? Are we gonna get this info or not? What? And they don't tell us shit about shit. Ah, yeah. Well, we've been waiting for that for a couple of episodes of, you know, why Rayleigh wants us to go back, or even suggested to go back into that location. First of all, from a PTSD mentally triggering standpoint, number one is a lot. And then number two, okay, what's the purpose of it? Is that it? Just to get over it? Because it's chaos in there right now. And then Jinbei's there, Rayleigh, it's a mess. But it's really hard to speculate on, like, are we going there for something tangible physically that we can, like, take in our possession, or are we going for a training purpose? Like I said, I've been talking about, I'm curious if it's going to be maybe Hunter x Hunter style, where like everybody's going to individually learn hockey from somebody, and by the time we all link up, we all kind of have a general understanding of it. Maybe not everybody. I don't know if Usopp or Nami or Chopper need to really know it, unless they're going to be fighting people that do. But it also seems that like everybody is trying to do their best to like get up out of there and go. So maybe, who knows, so maybe Sanji's teacher could be Ivankov, Zoro's teacher could be Mihawk, Luffy's teacher could be Rayleigh. I'm just trying to connect some dots here. But we'll see. It's hard to speculate on the reason of this until the story tells us the reason of it. I would like those training pairings to be a real thing, though. I think that could be kind of dope. But we'll see. We'll leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,